welcome back to Manc Pod. Another week. We're here, very excited to be here, as always. If you're not already, make sure you're following us on all our socials, Instagram and
TikTok,
Instagram,
TikTok,
Spotify.
YouTube.
You know the score. All the socials, just give us a follow, search Manc Pod and you will find us. Right then, so what have you been up to? Because you have been going to concerts. We've had Father's Day. It's been going on.
It's been very busy this week. I started my new job, which has been quite full on for the first week because it's just been. I should have been brought on earlier, I think, but it's just been twice as much work, so it's fine. But we're cracking on now. So yeah, in full swing, trying to get my routine back.
Yeah.
Also, still trying to go to the gym because we've got a beef for next week.
Yeah.
And then I managed to, for whatever reason, I was on Facebook and I saw like Nelly was in concert with Eve.
Yeah.
And they were selling 2-for-1 tickets.
Stop it.
On Facebook. And so obviously not on Facebook, but through like the ticket people. So I jumped on, I was like, this has got to be some sort of like fake, whatever. Anyway, so I went on the app and on Ticketmaster, and yeah, they were selling 2-for-1 tickets for Nelly and Eve.
So how much were they then?
I think they weren't marketed.
What?
Just 80 quid for 2 tickets.
Oh
I know.
My God.
And then booking fees on top of like 90 quid.
Yeah.
But still like absolute
bargain.
Steal.
Absolute
and
steal.
I lived my best 90s life. Yeah, honestly, it was so good.
Were you just dancing? Was it you and Pun that went?
Yeah. Eve had a facelift.
Really?
She looked incredible.
I mean, they've all got them, don't they? Have you seen Kris Jenner?
Oh my God, she looks amazing. She does look good. Apparently, her face is rumoured to have cost about 140 grand.
I
think you absolutely can tell.
You can tell. It was worth every penny.
Worth every penny.
Yeah.
I'd pay that if
I would.
If I had it,
if we had that money.
Yeah.
And then you went to Pitbull, and I saw on your Instagram all those bald caps.
Oh my God, that was hilarious. Yeah. So my friend, we all tried to get tickets ages and ages ago when it first like got released, and we just weren't able to get them. But my friend, she managed to get 4 tickets, and she was selling one. So I was like, absolutely, I'm not going to miss out on the chance to see that. It was annoying because it was in the same weekend, and I was skint, and I was like, oh, I really could do without this.
I know.
But it's fine.
I messaged said friend and said, babes, if there is another Pitbull, and she was like,
did say to her,
I know,
she'd sold them all.
I know, and she'd sold them all,
yeah,
and she did say, she said, Liv's coming, one of our other friends, Lauren, she's going, and then who else went?
Steph, her cousin.
Oh, her cousin, yeah. So I was like, okay, well, if one of them drops out, please come to me.
Yeah, 100%.
But it looked so much fun. Those bald caps made me die.
Well, we arrived. It was at the Co-op Arena, which I don't mind the Co-op Arena, except it's just a bit further out of town. It's harder to get to. So we grabbed something to eat, and then we went straight to the arena. And when we arrived there, everyone was bald. Everyone.
Was it hilarious?
It was hysterical.
So could you buy them bald caps?
No, everyone arrived at the arena in bald caps and suits.
There must have been some sort of social thing because
there was like definitely, like those like ladies that sell like accessories outside.
Yeah.
I think they were selling them.
They must have, yeah.
But my God, everyone was wearing
that. Looked so funny.
It was hysterical.
Was it a vibe?
Oh, it was so good. Like I got there and I just kept laughing. I just kept, because you're walking around. This is a 30,000 person arena. It was packed. Like it was packed to the rafters. Like everyone was standing. It was right to the back. Everyone that was seated on each row, it was like chocker. And I was there in a bright pink bomber jacket.
Yeah, you look good.
In a sea of tuxedos and bald caps.
Hilarious.
It was honestly.
Was he a vibe? Like was he a performer?
Yeah, he was. He came out and he had so much energy.
Did he?
Yeah, it went out with a bang.
Yeah.
Every song was a banger. The girls were absolutely incredible. The outfits, the dance moves, the whole thing was absolutely brilliant.
Oh, I really, really love it.
Worth every penny.
Pitbull for me it reminds me of my like late teens, early 20s when I was going out, and it was just, we were like living our best summer lives. Yeah. You know, like on the girls' trips. It was so good. So I'm very jealous that you went and saw
I feel like that weekend just took me back. It just went straight back to when I was like in the 90s, 2000s, when music were absolutely the one.
The bomb.
Yeah. You'd watch MTV, you'd watch The Cribs, you'd watch Pimp My Ride, you'd watch all those different shows. Yeah. And I feel like these are the kind of tracks that you used to listen to.
Definitely. We've been on a stag do, me and Jamie.
Yeah.
And we were in the hotel. They had these massive TVs in each of the rooms, and we were getting ready in like the bigger room, and that was like, right, I'm going to put some music on TV.
Yeah,
You remember back in the day, you literally could just whack on
music channel.
Channel 18 or channel whatever it was, 24 or
on your
something.
Freeview.
Yeah, on your Freeview, and it was your music channel. It was MTV.
Literally.
You could send a little picture in of you and your mates, which remember we did with one of our other friends at mine. And you just had like banger after banger after banger. And it was so good. Dead easy. Bang. Channel 24.
Yeah.
Now, honestly, literally, there was me and then like 4 other people all looking at the TV like, huh? Like, how do we do this? It must have taken me 10 minutes to just put some music on the telly.
Why that? Is that like, it's like
I don't know, because it's just smart TV, innit?
Yeah,
so
it's all new,
you've got like, everything.
You've got like Spotify.
Yeah, so we had to put YouTube on, but then YouTube it was just some weird driving thing on the YouTube. I was like, oh, this is ridiculous. So I was like, Jamie, can you please help?
There's nothing better though than putting sunscreen on when you're getting ready. I think getting ready is like the best part of the night, which is really miserable.
I completely agree. You're looking best. The picture's always great.
So good.
Yeah, I completely
agree. And you listen
to
whatever tunes you put on.
Yeah.
You're drinking whatever drink you want to drink because it's obviously really expensive now.
Yeah, it was great. We had champagne, we had Prosecco, we had cans of, like the ginger rhubarb and gin.
Mixes. Yeah.
Stunning. So
was it good? Was it a good night?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I had, I was having rhubarb and gin in a glass, topped up with Prosecco.
Oh my God, that was what I did at yours, and then I didn't remember it. I blacked out.
I know. To be fair, hence why I look the way I look on this pod. So sorry, guys.
I know,
and sound a bit like a man.
Just hungover.
But we're still here. We always give, don't we?
Always.
It doesn't matter that we're feeling a little wavy. We show up every week. Just you wait till the pod after we've been to Ibiza. That's going to be something else. You're definitely going to want to watch us on YouTube on that week. Yeah, just for the lols.
Just because we'll be hanging out of our ass for about 5 days afterwards.
Yeah. But I went weirdly last week to the Cause. Do you remember the Cause?
Yes,
I would have run away.
Yes.
Run away.
As if they're gigging now.
Yeah. So they're doing a gig. So someone that I worked with on my last job, she's their talent liaison.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So she said to me then, oh, like the Cause are touring. I was like, oh my God, I love the Cause. When I was young, and I got one of those like CD players, the big silver ones like this, and on the top you could put a tape on, and on the main thing the CD flap would open, and you put a CD in. And I got that. I got 2 CDs, my first ever 2 CDs. One was Darius. You
Darius,
made me colorblind.
I used to love Darius.
And the Cause.
Oh
and I just loved it. And I was like, oh my God, I've got to go. And she was like, if you want to go, I'll put you on the guest list. So then literally the day before, she messaged me and said, hey, do you still want to go to the Cause tomorrow? And I was like, yeah.
Oh my God.
Fine. And so it was so last minute.
Yeah.
And I was like, because you never know whether things like that are actually going to come off, do you? But I just couldn't miss it.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's free.
And Natalie Imbruglia was support.
Amazing.
Torn.
Yes, yeah.
So it was great, and it was in Halifax.
Oh, well, I bet it's lovely vibes.
It was a gorgeous vibe. The sun was shining, and it was just a really lovely evening. It was a place in Halifax called the Peace Hall.
Oh, nice.
Which, if you've never been, definitely get yourself over to Halifax. It's not far from Eureka, which probably most of our listeners will know from when they were kids.
Yeah.
Not that you'll know the directions without a sat-nav like, but get yourself there, because apparently at Christmas, the Peace Hall, it's like this big square, and there's 3 levels, and there's shops in all of them.
Oh, that's cute.
And at Christmas, that's where they have their Christmas markets.
Oh, really?
So I imagine it's really gorgeous. Yeah. And Halifax, I'm not going to lie, I did not know it was so treey and beautiful, it's really nice.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Really nice. So definitely get yourself to Halifax.
Yeah.
And if you can go to a concert at the Peace Hall, go.
Yeah.
I absolutely love nothing more than an outdoor concert.
Is it packed?
Packed.
Yeah.
But gorgeous.
So
because you were outdoors, I don't know, you just kind of feel like you can breathe a bit.
Was your friend there?
No, she wasn't.
Oh.
She was doing something else. But yeah, it was gorgeous. So we just got tickets for free.
Yeah.
And we went, and we had, I would say, definitely one of my best gigs I've been to. Just,
oh my gosh.
I don't know, there's something about being outdoors at a gig. When you're at the
love
arenas,
the outdoors as a gig.
I do.
But I think it's nice because when it's too hot, because it was very warm when you went to those gigs.
Yeah, and I think when you're inside at the arenas and it's dark and you're all penned in, you want to have a dance. Yeah, whereas outside you really can move around. Yeah.
We were seated, so we weren't standing, but I'm glad we weren't standing because it looked like it was like it was chaos down there.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah,
I can really imagine.
But it was really good. I'd say Pitbull's probably one of my best gigs.
I bet.
And that's actually really difficult to choose because I've been to some really good ones recently.
Yeah, you have. You've had a year of like good music.
I know, proper throwbacks. I went to go and see 50 Cent and Busta Rhymes.
And then who did you see when you went to Vegas? Last year?
I saw loads. I saw Shania Twain,
Christina Aguilera,
Martin Garrix's DJ.
Yeah.
And who else? Akon.
I mean,
Akon.
Music. So funny.
Terrible.
Yeah, and then so our weekend over the last few weeks, we went glamping, and I know I spoke about it on the pod that we were going. Highly recommend.
So it was really bad weather, wasn't it?
Actually, no. So driving there, terrible.
Yeah.
The rain was bouncing off the window. Yeah. I was like, oh my God. Did I send you a video of being like, oh, well, I messaged you, didn't I, saying it's bloody rain.
Raining, yeah.
Yeah. But we got there, and again, the rain stopped pretty much the whole time. There was one maybe like 5-minute chunk in the evening where the heavens opened again, and it rained. But we had a fire going, and it didn't put the fire out, so happy days.
Great.
But it was just really good. Like, I think for one night, what I've learned is for one night, it's perfect because all you've got to do is chuck some clothes in a bag, get yourself there, and you can enjoy it straight away. Yeah. You're not faffing around, putting the tent up, getting everything ready. And it had like all your cutlery, all your like logs for the fire.
Oh, that's
like
cute.
All your bedding. Like,
it's worth it.
It really is.
For the hassle, you can literally just show up, pop yourself down, and
exactly.
Then crack on.
And it had like a solar panel like plug station, so you could plug your phones in, and it was great. What I will say is it still was absolutely freezing at like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Took layers.
Yeah, took layers. I just couldn't warm up.
Yeah.
So we took sleeping bags as well as the like bed and the duvet and stuff. And it was a proper bed, so you were off the floor.
Yeah.
But it was just it's cold in our country at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. It's not like being abroad where it's 20 degrees.
Bottle, mate.
Yeah. Well, next time we're going to invest in some electric blankets.
Yeah, electric.
Just to take them.
Electric waistcoats as well. They're really good.
Yeah. It's a good shout. But really good. So highly recommend. It was called the Shepherd's Crag in Carnforth. So it's half an hour from where we are in Preston. Really great. If you need the details, WhatsApp me and I'll send them to you for a night. And the tent, it was a safari tent, Sleep 6.
How much was it?
£100.
For one night?
For one night.
That's on a weekend?
Yeah. Saturday night.
So good. Yeah. What was around it?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Walks.
Oh, that's why.
Walks. Yeah.
Lots of walks.
Loads of walks. Oh my God. Yeah. Like.
Oh great.
There was a what was it called?
What's like the toilet situation?
Oh, there was toilets.
Showers.
Fridge, cooking station, gas, cooker. But I made a creamy chicken pasta for tea that night.
Brilliant.
Yeah, on the hob. Made sausages the next morning.
Oh, lovely.
Made lamb koftas on the
Sounds like
barbecue.
A bit of me.
Yeah. But to Sleep 6, so if 6 of you were going, it's what, like 15 quid each?
Yeah. Literally.
Bargain. Steal.
So good.
Definitely go. And if you've got kids, great. They can run around. Obviously, if you've got dogs, great. They can just run. Rosie was just off a lead. They were really friendly sheep. So Rosie and these little lambs were like nose to nose.
Oh.
Gorgeous. Yeah, great. Really loved it. So this week I've been hearing all about trends that really should not be trends. Okay. You know, like things that are in that we're like, why are they in? Why are they a thing? Hot topics. So I thought I could ask you and see your thoughts on these trends and whether they should be in or whether they should be out. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys can do this as well at home, from your cars, from your makeup room, wherever you're listening. You can get involved. So, trends that we're not having, basically.
Okay.
We're not having. Hyrox. Everyone is Hyroxing.
I actually am. It does appeal to me. I'm not ready, but I find it appealing. You're pushing these limits.
Yeah.
Fitness limits.
We've got to pay to enter.
Yeah, we've got to pay to run a marathon.
Exactly. This is another one on my list.
Oh.
Why, right, would anyone pay to be in pain?
But you're not in pain because you've trained for it. It's the competitiveness. It's the competition. It's beating yourself at something.
Yeah.
I think it's lots of different things. There's lots of different reasons why people do it. I think people do it to prove it to themselves, like they did with a marathon or a half marathon, which is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I genuinely think that I would love to one day be fit enough and confident enough to be able to enter. I am nowhere near that right now. I would love to one day.
Yeah, I don't get it myself because I get going to the gym.
Yeah.
I get it. You go to the gym, we go to the gym to be fit and healthy.
Yeah.
But to enter like a marathon, a Hyrox, which everyone is on that Hyrox trend, everyone.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I've done it in like an hour and 6 minutes. I've done it in this. And I completely get the competitiveness. Like, yeah, fine. But like, you don't look at anyone running a marathon, anyone at a Hyrox that's like, oh my God, I'm having the best time ever. Everyone's like, I'm on my ass. I'm dying right now. I'm actually dying.
Achievement.
Yeah.
It's pushing the wall. It's pushing the boundaries. You hit the wall and you push through it.
Yeah.
It's the mind over matter tug of war.
Like I get it. I get the whole at the end.
Yeah.
It's like when you go
you
to
medal and you're like buzzing.
Yeah, and you're like, I've done this. And I could definitely get that. But
it's actually duration.
It's just they're doing it. Generally, people aren't like, oh yeah. And then especially after a marathon, most people for the next week are like, I can't walk, I can't do anything. My feet are literally blistered, like they need lancing. And I think you paid to do that to yourself. No sympathy. Like you paid for that, you better just crack on.
Yeah.
No sympathy.
Yeah.
So you're having Hyrox and you're having paying to enter things that are
Yeah. Because if you don't, then how are you going to push yourself?
In the gym. Go to the gym.
But if you go to the gym on your own, you push yourself every single session.
No.
Exactly.
No.
It's like paying a personal trainer. What are you paying a personal trainer for if you can train on your own?
Well, I agree. Why?
Because you can push yourself.
Yeah, and I mean, I do get it because I've had many personal trainers in my life.
I genuinely struggle with committing to myself. Like for me, I book gym classes because it's the accountability, it's the showing up for yourself. So you pay for a gym membership to go to the gym, but you also have then that additional accountability.
Yeah.
You also pay for a personal trainer to show up and show accountability. Yeah. I think it's the same with Hyrox.
Yeah, fair. I do get it. I just don't know whether I'm like, I don't think you
wouldn't do it yourself.
I don't think I am going to enter a Hyrox anytime soon.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm going to do a marathon. I don't think I'm going to throw myself out of a plane. Do you know what I mean? Like, you pay a couple of £100 to throw yourself out of a plane or off a mountain attached to a bungee.
Yeah. No, I get that. I get that.
No.
Thrill.
Yeah, the thrill. I will go to the gym.
The adrenaline.
And to be fair, when you go to the gym, I never, ever, ever go to the gym and don't try.
Yeah.
Like, every time I get to the gym and I'm doing a shoulder press or a chest press.
Really shit sessions.
Yeah, but you have shit sessions, but even a shit session is better than being at home on your ass. And that's what makes me still go to the gym.
Yeah.
I think
you've got your gym gear on, you've driven yourself to the gym, you've gone through the doors, you're in the gym.
So now I better fucking do something.
Yeah. Even if it's 15 minutes.
I say it to everyone when people are like, oh, I just can't bother. I'm like, but even if you just go to the gym and walk around the gym for half an hour, at least you've done half an hour of walking.
Yeah.
Because you could be at home sat doing absolutely nothing, eating Maltesers, which is what I've done today.
To be honest, I had a full packet of pepper pigs yesterday.
They're so good though.
They're so good. They're so Moorish. You have one and then you're like...
Percy Pigs. From Marks and Spencer's.
What did I call them?
Pepper Pigs.
Oh yeah,
that's a CBB show or something.
So yeah, from M&S. But Lidl do rip off versions.
Oh yeah, they do.
They're really good.
They're the something lions, are they, or something?
No, that's the Aldi version.
Oh yeah.
These ones are actually or maybe the pink elephants or something.
Oh yeah.
So happy hippos, pink elephants, and then the
something
pigs.
Lions. Oh yeah, whatever. Anyway, you can get them all, can't you?
Very, very
okay. Next thing, plunge pools, ice baths.
Plunge pools, ice baths. Personally, no. I don't like being cold. We all know that from when we went to Ireland.
Yeah, we do.
However, I did like the cold water bath, the cold water swimming, open water swimming. That was quite nice. May do it again because it was quite nice.
Yeah.
Don't think I'd do the ice bath. But also, question, right? In an ice bath, do multiple people get in the ice bath? So like you get in and then get out. Then someone else gets in and gets out. I mean, that's not for me. The hygiene part of it is not for me.
Yeah.
If it's in a gym or wherever. If it's at home, all for it.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're on to that trend?
No, I'm not buying one.
No, you're not buying one. No.
I'm not buying one myself. I get it.
But
because I go for the open water swim.
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy one.
So you think it's a trend that people...
It's going to,
but you think it's going to be in and out?
Yeah, in and out.
Yeah. I do really like it. So our gym have just opened a Alaska area, which is basically a plunge
Is
pool.
there anything that your gym doesn't have?
I know.
Bloody good.
It's really good.
Really
Gym
good.
Etc. everyone.
Yeah.
Other than what I will say, and I complain directly to their faces about this, is the barbells, and I hope that you're all listening from Gym Etc. don't have discs on the ends. So you know that tells you that the bar is a 20 kilogram bar.
Yeah.
So they were like, well, all Olympic bars are 20 kilograms.
Yeah,
no,
they
they're
are.
not. No, they're not.
Oh.
No, they're not. Gym Etc. No, they're not. Some of them are 10 and some of them are 15. Because on some of the bars, it does have on one side like their little disc, and it says 15 kilograms. So don't tell me that it's 20 kilograms when I can see upstairs that you've got one that's 15. And there's also another bar that's definitely lighter than that 15, but I don't know what it is. I'm assuming it's a 10.
So you're just doing it till you find the one that you want.
So then you're like, well, what am I lifting? Because then I'll whack a 10 on each side, and some days I'm like, oh, this feels really light. But is it light because it's maybe a 15 or a 10 bar, or is it light because today I'm just feeling strong? Because realistically, the difference of 5 kilograms, some days, particularly as a woman, I'm sure men feel the same way. I'm stronger, I feel stronger. And other days...
Depends which phase you're in.
Exactly. Are you follicular? Are you luteal?
Yeah.
Those are phases in your periods, girls. Period cycle.
Because you do feel strong.
Exactly.
In a particular cycle.
Exactly. Yeah. So
I feel like the Hulk and Iron Man. Me, I'm like,
that's what I mean. For me, when I'm on, I'm like, I can really lift. I feel really strong. But there's other times where I could be lifting the same weight that I'd lifted 3 days ago, but I feel really weak. But then I'm like, oh, but is that because I'm on a 20 bar and I'm maybe and it's harder?
Yeah.
And I have been saying,
just add it on the ends. It's not hard.
Just literally, one of the guys said, just bring a Sharpie and put it on if it's so much of a problem. So I'm going to do that. But what I need to then do is actually get some scales to put them on to make sure that I am writing the right things on the bars. And then they can't shout at me. They told me to bring a Sharpie. They've also told me that they've ordered them 3 months ago and they've not arrived. And I'm like, I don't believe you. Just the discs. Yeah. So Gym Etc. I'm coming for you. But also it is a really good gym and I love it so much.
Yeah. So ice baths.
Ice baths. We have a plunge pool. My only issue with it is that it maybe fits, I think, 6 people in at a time. Now, when you go in a plunge pool, anyone who does this will know, it takes your breath away.
Yeah.
So you get in and you're like...
Yeah, it does.
Like, you've really got to... It's all
breathe
in the mind. It's all in the mind. I guess it's like Hyrox and stuff like that. You've really got to breathe through it and you've got to relax into it, because otherwise you get in, you're like, this is cold. And then you jump out. You've got to breathe. And actually the benefits, the health benefits, so I've heard, are very good.
Yeah.
Like, apparently it turns your fat into like brown fat, which then burns quicker. Down. Yeah. So then when you get out, you're burning all this brown fat way quicker than you are if you don't do it. And it also apparently reduces the risk of Alzheimer's and dementia by 90%.
That's insane.
Don't quote me on this, but this is what I've heard and read. Alleged. This is what I've heard. But listen, I'm here for those statistics. So if I've got to get in a plunge pool for 5 minutes 3 times a week, I'm sold.
So
I'm onto this trend.
How do they hygienically?
Don't know, because there's definitely skin floating around that pool. I know, it's gross.
It's when it's got like a top. I'd rather not, thanks. To reduce your Alzheimer's by 90%.
Yeah.
Yes, you can fucking forget about the fact that you got skin on top at pool.
No, it's not on the top. It's just floating.
If people get fake tan on and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. The thing is, you've got to go in, and then me and Jamie go in together, and me and Jamie are like, let's just talk. And we've got to talk for 5 minutes, because otherwise it's so cold. It's an ice bath, so it's so cold. So you're like, because you're not settled in there, when you're in a jacuzzi. But in a jacuzzi, it's better because these bubbles, so you can't see what's going in under the water. Yeah. Whereas a plunge pool, you can you can see everything. It's not bubbles.
Yeah.
And so you've just got to look up. And ice baths, I'm in for that trend.
I'm in if it's got health benefits.
Health benefits.
Yeah, just the hygiene is a query.
Hygiene, but I like to say, because it's a gym, I'd like to think that there is rules and regulations, and you couldn't have an unhygienic pool.
Yeah.
Like there'll be loads of shit being pumped into that one. So yeah. So we're in. I'm not getting my own. I'm not gonna lie. No. I'm not having one in the back garden. I have to be in the gym, because for me,
you're in the zone.
I suppose, like you say, with accountability, because there's other people around, because there's a lava sauna next to it. So you're meant to do the lava sauna, which is like a super hot sauna for like, I mean, some people do it for 20 minutes and then they'll go and do 10 minutes in the ice bath and then they'll do a cycle for an hour of going in and out.
An hour?
Yeah. Whereas me and Jamie will do 5 minutes in the lava sauna and then we'll do 5 minutes in the plunge pool and then we'll go to 5 minutes in the jacuzzi. I feel like that's a nice little...
That's a nice little rotation.
Yeah, nice little rotation, then we're done.
Do you feel any difference since doing it?
No, none, absolutely none. But I feel like maybe I'll feel them when I'm 80 and still got a strong mind on me. When I'm not forgetting things and all you lot are all losing the plot and I'm
hopefully
like...
they still got it then.
Yeah, I'll be like, those ice baths. Oh, there'll be new trends by then, won't there? There'll be popping, like walking across fire or something just because...
I do think though the ice baths are beneficial to you. It's like blood circulation.
Oh, definitely. Like I mean, it's hard, isn't it, when you're not a doctor? You're like, yeah, I believe it, whatever. But
well, I'm gonna go home and actually Google it.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's good. I think everyone got to a point where everyone was buying them.
Yeah, but it's like the lazy spas in COVID. We ourselves had a lazy spa. It was a trend. Everyone was popping to B&M, B&Q, getting your £400 lazy spa.
Yeah.
Because what else were you doing? You had to be in your back garden, so you were like, right, let's make the most of it. It's just a trend, and the same with ice baths. But I think what we've learned from the trend of ice baths is that actually going in and out, there's lots of health benefits to doing it. But I'd like to know what the temperature needs to be for you to have the health benefit. And actually, is 5 minutes doing anything, or should you be in for 15 minutes? Should you be in for 2 minutes?
True. Like, quite a long time though.
It's bloody long time when it's freezing.
5 minutes is a long time to be cold.
And you sat
into the bloody ocean for like
3 minutes. Yeah, we did 3 minutes, didn't we? Fine, so we're in. Next one is viral food videos and like Dubai chocolate, that type of thing.
I'm dying to try this Dubai chocolate that everyone's been going mad about. And apparently it was in M&S. And when we've been to M&S 3 times now and we haven't found it. So I don't know whether I'm just looking in the wrong places, because I am dying to try it. Have you tried it?
Nope, not tried it. But what I will say is I saw it the other day in Iceland.
Oh.
There's a cheap one in Iceland.
Really?
So yeah, maybe get yourself there. It was just sat at the till. We never go in Iceland, but we were having a barbecue and it was great for things like that. So and there was some at the till and I was thinking, I should probably buy that to try it, but I haven't. Yeah. My sister loves it. There's a Lindt version and it's £10, which is crazy for a chocolate bar. Yeah. But she's obsessed.
Great.
But I don't think I'm on it.
No.
I need to try it, I guess, to know whether I'm on the trend. But yeah, and I know there's always like viral food videos. So for
posting
ages,
everywhere on TikTok.
We were making the bark. So you know it's like dates.
Oh yeah.
Smashed
with
peanut butter. With peanut butter and then dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Just as like a high protein snack.
They are very high in protein and they are very high in sugar.
And
they
calories.
Are very high in sugar,
yeah.
But they are so good. Do you know what it reminded me of? A Snickers bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was exactly like a Snickers bar.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to all this effort and I could just have a Snickers.
And they do protein Snickers now, so you could just get a protein. But also, we've done it, I used to do it as well with strawberries. So cut the strawberries up, do the same thing, obviously less calories.
Yes.
It's still a good snack. And if you whack it in the freezer, so then when you break it up, so it was like just before the gym, we'd have a bit of it. But not going to lie, again, it is time consuming.
Yeah.
So do you just want to have a few strawberries and a spoonful of peanut butter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, it's all those things. It's like those, you know, when you see mums on TikTok and stuff and they're making little lunches for the kids.
Oh my God.
And they're like,
who has time to do
and they're
that?
like cutting the bread into the shape of a teddy bear and stuff. And I think I would love to be that type of mum when I become a mum.
But I'm not going to be.
No, I'm not.
I think you can be that kind of mum if you're a stay-at-home mum.
Yeah.
And if you're a stay-at-home mum, absolutely.
Yeah.
But also, where do you find time, even if you are a stay-at-home mum? Surely, like, you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're doing the school run, you're packing, you're doing the washing, you're doing the shopping. Like, even when you are busy, you are busy.
Yeah. Because the thing is, as well, when you start it, that's it. When your child has gotten used to you doing,
you know, another thing to add to your list.
Sandwiches in the shape of stars, then when you just give them a sandwich, they're going to be like, do you not love me anymore? No. Like, I don't want to be part of that. Don't know. So yeah, and then but what I will say is I am
just cut your crusts off and whack it in the sandwich bag.
Exactly. But you know, like when because I see stuff like the bar and I think, oh my God, that's such a good idea. I'm going to do it. And I've seen like the ice cubes with like flowers in, you know, for barbecues and stuff like that. And they look so pretty.
Yeah.
And the bowls where you then can put a really gorgeous like fruit salad in made from ice. So you put your bowl down, you put another bowl on top, filled it with water and like flowers and beautiful things and bits of fruit. Put it in the freezer, it comes out and you've then got an ice bowl that you can then put gorgeous stuff in.
Oh, okay.
Stunning.
Who's got a freezer big enough for that?
Well, if you've got a chest freezer, maybe. But anyway, I want to do it, but I haven't. But
okay.
I'm not here for viral food vids.
Yeah, I think it's just too much. I think it's nice if this is like a new thing out and you've not seen it or whatever and you want to try it, then fair enough. But the time-consuming making of things, not so much.
It's a time-consuming.
Yeah, time-consuming.
No, we're not onto that trend, are we, Livs?
No.
Okay, I think we're going to disagree on this one.
Okay.
Biscoff and pistachio. It's everywhere.
Biscoff
Everything
and pistachio.
No, not together, but just both flavors.
Oh, I love Biscoff.
I know you do. I know, but everywhere you go, it's Biscoff.
Yeah, Biscoff.
Biscoff latte, Biscoff McFlurry, Biscoff this, Biscoff.
I love it.
If you don't love Biscoff or pistachio,
it's
poop.
So sweet, the biscuit, that you don't need much of it.
Yeah.
I love, so Lidl do a biscuit spread.
Yeah.
They do a smooth version and a crunchy version. Impeccable. And especially around pancake day when you're making your pancakes, you can put it in the microwave, whizzle it up, and pour it on top.
For me.
Oh,
not for me.
That with banana.
You love it,
so
don't
good,
you?
So good.
So back in COVID, I started a little side hustle called Choc Choc. We'll still do it for you if you message.
Which is amazing, by the way, and I'm still waiting for my Easter
eggs. Yeah, so Livs would always order everything just Biscoff, which is fine because so did half my other orders that would come in. Everyone wanted Biscoff. But now I think if I was doing it still more, people would want the pistachio.
Yeah.
They'd want everything pistachio. Like one of our girlfriends absolutely loves pistachio.
Really?
Yeah, and so all your Starbies, your Costas, now they've all got pistachio lattes, pistachio ice this, frappe, da-da-da.
Yeah.
Everyone loves it. And to be fair, I did have for the first time the other day my first pistachio flavoured something.
What did you have?
It was a deep filled cookie.
Oh.
With pistachio white chocolate cream.
Where was that from?
It was from this place in Bake Up called the Circum.
Okay.
Basically, it's this old church building, and someone has bought it. It's no longer used as a church. Someone's bought it, and it's now a cafe, bar, restaurant.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it's really nice. And they also, in the day, have a bounce castle. And if you go in with your kids, they'll just put the bounce castle up and your kids can just play in that area and you can just sit with a coffee and a cake or coffee and a salad or whatever.
One thing I am addicted to at the moment.
Go on.
Matcha.
Oh,
I am a matcha girly.
This was next. Pistachio, Biscoff, matcha.
Matcha.
Yeah.
So I love, and I am not one of these basic bitches that are just following the crowd, I promise, but I'm having coffee quite regularly and I'm finding it gives me a big dip. Like pretty much straight after. I have like a surge of energy for like 20 minutes and then I crash. So I've started having matcha. However, calorie wise, it's not as friendly. I have matcha with white chocolate syrup and oat milk. Honestly, it's got me in a chokehold.
I mean, we can talk about this as well in a second, but everyone is on the matcha hype.
Yeah,
aren't they? Matcha. We've got friends, they absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Apparently it's got some health benefits too. It's like slow release caffeine and things like that, so probably better. Don't know, to me it tastes like the earth.
Everyone says this, but I think you've not mixed it with the right things. I think, I'm telling you now, you can have it hot or you can have it cold, preferably cold. I would order an iced matcha with white chocolate syrup and with oat milk, and you will not regret it.
Yeah, I mean, my friend the other day did buy me a vanilla matcha and I drank it all. So I obviously don't dislike it.
Yeah.
But
it was edible, but it wasn't the best.
Yeah, it was. No, it was nice. Would I have picked it? No, I would have just gone for my standard vanilla iced latte. But firstly, it was gorgeous that she bought me one. Thanks so much. Secondly, I would like to get into it because obviously it's the hot thing at the moment. Everyone's drinking matcha. So I would like to. And actually, I was thinking, do you know what? Yes, it's very earthy, but I don't actually dislike it. But then she had one, I think it was like with the blueberry in, and it was like more reduced than a coffee, I don't know. And that was gorgeous.
Oh, okay.
So I think I'm gonna
Try
venture
different
out
ones.
to the Matcha world.
Yeah.
The Biscoff, it's not for me.
Yeah.
Like, listen, if I had a jar of it in the house, would I have a spoonful? Yes. Absolutely I would. Would I have 5 spoonfuls? Yeah.
It's like Nutella.
Yeah.
That and Nutella have got me in a
Oh,
chokehold.
but have you had, and we've got one downstairs and it just made me remember, so I'm going to have a spoonful tonight. The inside of Bueno, you know, the hazelnut.
Oh, yeah. But is that from M&S?
No, it's from Aldi.
Is it really good?
You're going to have some after. I'll let you try it. It's really good.
Stop.
Listen, guys, on this podcast, 1 minute we're talking about being healthy and being.
We're going to Ibiza next week, and she's killing me with these spreads and Biscoff.
I know, and then next minute we're like, oh my god, I have 5 spoonfuls of Lotus Biscoff.
I've not had a takeaway in about 6 weeks. Like, do not cross me when it comes to food. I am literally on the edge. I'm a woman
you are on the
edge.
verge. I just said to Liv, what are you having for tea tonight? She said salmon and veg. How sad.
Yeah, but I am structured. I've got structure in my life, so I'm happy.
Yeah. Okay, final one.
Yeah.
Labubus.
Oh, right.
I'm not on this trend, by the way. I'm not here for it.
Yeah, I am here for it. So I've been trying to get a Labubu for a year. Literally.
Are they expensive?
So long. No, they're not expensive, which is why they're so addictive.
All right.
However, I refuse to queue. I'm sorry, I'm not a queuing person. It doesn't happen.
No.
I have looked everywhere in Popmart and online and anywhere you can think of that's going to sell Labubus, and I've not managed to find any. However, the husband on Friday went to the office, managed to get some, brought them home with him, and I have 2. Not 1, 2 Labubus, and then the macaron ones, which is the ones I wanted. And also, when you open them, the blind boxes. So we'll share the unveiling of it. I look really ugly because I've just come back from the gym and I was really sweaty. But it's a complete surprise what you're going to get in it. So you can peel it back, basically pull them out, and you just don't know what you're going to get until you open the packet.
Oh my god! So how much is a Labubu?
So a Labubu is supposed to be £17. However, people are currently reselling them, like blind boxes sealed, for about £45.
What?
I know.
So is that how much yours were? £45?
I don't know. From bottom me.
Oh, I wouldn't want to know.
But he bought me 2. So and I was like, oh, which ones am I going to get? Which ones am I going to get? Because obviously you have a preference of colour, which is the main thing. But I got pink and I got blue, and they are the cutest.
Great. No.
We'll show a picture.
Definitely we'll share that. But I don't know about you lot, but I'm just not there for this Labubu trend.
They're just so cute.
They're not cute. They're ugly, aren't they?
Pun says this to me, right? He says, you like ugly things so much because they're so cute. Like, I like ugly things.
Same.
Yeah. I am absolutely on board with that.
You're on board. I'm not. If you want to get me one, I will accept it.
Yeah.
But I'm not on board. Like, I'm not going out buying £17 for a Labubu.
I know.
Or plus.
But I think, like, I wouldn't, like, actually buy one.
Yeah.
I think it's just because I wanted one, to be fair.
Yeah.
And so my husband is a collector of things. Like, he likes to collect collectors stuff.
Right.
So this is 2 of those things.
Yeah. So Labubus, they meant to go on your handbags, aren't they? So they're a bit like back in the day where you'd buy phone charms.
Yes.
You know, they're basically that, but for grown-ups now and kids.
Yeah. And they're so cute. They are cute, and their arms and legs actually they're like wiry, so you can move them into different positions. So you can sit down, stand up, etc.
Right. I mean, listen, when you see me rolling around with a Labubu on every bag in the next month. But I just wanted to quickly go back to when we were speaking about matcha and pistachio and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Just quickly. So one of my friends has shown me this new thing, which I think you, me, and everyone else who listens to this pod should get on board with. And it's called Social Tip.
What's that?
It's basically an app that you get paid when you post about them. So she's only been on Social Tip for maybe a month, a couple of weeks. And she's made £45 just from posting on Instagram. Oh
my God.
So she's been posting about Matcha, which is why I should have brought it when we were talking about Matcha, but I forgot. And she's been buying. So on the app Social Tip, like
you buy the item.
So and
you post about it.
Yeah, so Social Tip, it's got lots of different things. So like beauty, pet food, homeware, lots of different categories. Within those categories, they then have like independent suppliers that sell matcha, sell dog food, sell whatever,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
then you click on that to then go and buy your product. Or you can just go into the shop and buy the product. You then keep your receipt, take a picture of it, then you post on Instagram you having a matcha or you feeding your dog that specific dog food, or using a candle that you bought off this independent website. That they will then pay you for posting a picture about that. So if you want something,
oh my gosh,
go on that app, have a look to see if there's any brands that you'd maybe want to buy from.
It'll just feed your habit, basically.
And then it feeds your habit, but you actually get paid for it. So it's a win-win. And like I say, she's made like 45 quid in a couple of weeks.
So good.
There's no reason to not do it.
Yeah.
So even with this, so now I'm obviously speaking about this on the pod, even if I'll then put an Instagram post up. I'm going to try it, everyone. I'm going to put an Instagram post up to say, like we've been talking about social tip. We'll then tag them in it. We can then show them the clip. They'll then see the clip on Instagram. They will then pay us, and they will pay anything from like a couple of pounds to like £30 per post.
Good. Yeah.
And the company decides like, oh right, well for an Instagram post we'd pay £3. For a Facebook post we'd pay this, and they will also say how many times you can post, and they will pay you. So like my friend who was posting about matcha, the specific matcha that she's bought, she can only post 3 times a week, and then for each post she'll get £4.
Yeah.
But it's well worth it. Like if she wants it, she's gonna drink matcha anyway.
Yeah.
So she's like, I might as well drink the matcha and get paid for it.
Yeah, it's obviously capped because otherwise they'll just be like,
Well, otherwise she could be posting every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Love my matcha.
I suppose it depends how many followers you've got and all that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah. So it's great. I mean, my friend who's doing it, I mean, she's amazing. We love her. But, you know, she's not an influencer at all. She's got maybe a couple of hundred followers on her Instagram.
Yeah.
She's
so anyone, every average Joe can do it.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing. It's not for influencers.
Yeah.
Like, influencers get paid anyway. It's
so it's a good way for marketing, though.
It's amazing.
If you've got a brand that needs to get out there, that's a really good way of doing it.
Really good. So, and one of our friends, she sells dog stuff, doesn't she?
Yeah.
So she could put her thing on Social Tip.
Yeah.
And then she could sell via Social Tip.
Yeah.
And then obviously because then people want to get paid for posts.
Yeah.
They will then it's kind of
but
free
it's
marketing.
The brand that she sells, because none of it's branded by her.
Yeah.
So she's the seller of multiple brands.
Oh,
that
right.
makes sense. Like a shop.
Who knows? I don't know all the ins and outs. Have a look. Go and download the app, Social Tip.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give it a go. I might actually do it with this pod, see how that goes. I'll let you all know whether we've made any money. Well, you do. There isn't you might make money or you don't. It's just how much they'll want to give you for that post. So it might be a couple of quid, might be a tenner.
Who knew that? That's a really good tip, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I've been using as well in order to make money back is Top Cashback? And I know it sounds like I'm preaching to the choir here because it's very obvious, but Quidco and Top Cashback are really, really easy to use. You log in, you go to the website that you're going to be buying things from anyway, and then basically at the end of it you get cash back. I've made quite a bit of money on there, and actually at one point I bought my Dyson Airwrap using some of my points from Top Cashback.
No way.
So I would definitely recommend doing that. I do it all year round, and then sometimes I can afford to get like extra bits and bobs like for Christmas and stuff.
Yeah, great.
But yes, if you haven't already, that's also a really good tip.
Yes, and then for Monzo as well, if you're on Monzo, which a lot of people are, and Lloyd's and everyone do it.
Yeah.
If you scroll down, there's cashback.
Yeah.
And then the annoying thing is they're not automatically on your Monzo card. So you've got to select like Aldi, Subway, Look Fantastic, B&Q. So then you can select the ones and it'll say like £5% cashback, 3% cashback. So then I put all the ones on that I know I'm going to use. There's some places that I'm never going to go, so it's pointless me putting it on. And I think this month I've made like £7 just from shopping in these places. So and then you just withdraw it to your account. Literally, why not?
Yeah,
you're spending money anyway. You might as well get a couple of quid back for it. So
I think if you can make, the easy ways to make money back is and if you want a discount code and all that stuff, you try and use that as well. Then you quid's in, aren't you?
Win.
Yeah, winner.
Well, I think that's probably enough for today.
Yes,
don't you?
We have burnt through so many different things.
So many. We've gone from literally trends to how to make money, cashback, glamping,
weekends away,
bald people everywhere in tuxedos.
Bald people. Yeah.
It's been great. Another good one.
Yeah. So if you want to hear about our next pod, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on our Instagram post to be part of our competition.
That's still going.
that's still going.
Yeah.
And we will see you next week, guys.
Bye.
Thanks so much.